This week on MichiganDerbyNetwork.com, I visit with AK40oz. AK40oz is a referee, announcer, and all-around derby enthusiast from Detroit. As the North Central head honcho of announcers, AK40oz is one man who stands passionate for roller derby. He'll share with us tonight some of his insight into the game, his background into derby, his passion, his outside derby life, and what he'd like to see in the future for Michigan Derby. So now, here under crappy audio and video is my time with AK40oz.
Who are you?
Nice. Hi, I'm AK40oz.
What is your role with roller derby?
What don't I do? I ref around Michigan. I announce for Detroit and the Chicago outfit, and sometimes mid-Michigan. I've done some coaching, but usually just officiating and a little bit of announcing here and there.
Now, what's the worst thing you've seen injury-wise happen in roller derby so far?
Oh, I was lucky enough to miss the worst injury we ever had in Detroit. There was a pretty nasty broken leg, but I was actually in Grand Rapids that night. Worst injury I've seen was probably, like a dislocated shoulder, something like that. I mean, we get breaks all the time, but not all the time, that's exaggerating. But usually it's in practice or, every so often in a game, but it's pretty rare these days.
What do you do outside of roller derby?
Roller derby. No, I make t-shirts, and I'm a religious studies major at University of Detroit University.
Religious studies?
Yes, it's very applicable when it comes to derby somehow.
Okay.
I haven't quite figured out how, but yeah.
So who's your favorite player right now in roller derby?
Wow. If I said anybody, I'd probably be killed by a bunch of other people.
Exactly, why we're asking.
Oh, man, that's a tough one. If I'm going to say outside of Detroit, I got to go with, just because Detroit's my girls and I don't want to be biased. Outside of Detroit, I'd probably say Psychobabble with Rocky Mountain.
With Rocky Mountain?
Yeah.
All right. Now,
I'm a big fan of Sarah Heupel down in Texas, ex-Detroit skater, and there's a couple of Detroiters I'm quite fond of, as well as outfit. I love Sweet Mary Payne.
No, Sweet Mary Payne is outstanding. They are faster than I've ever seen before.
Yeah. Great power jammer. Smart, too.
Now, outside of Detroit, but still in Michigan, who's your favorite skater?
Outside of Detroit, still in Michigan. Oh, man, that's a tough one. You're just trying to get me in trouble, aren't you, Ash?
Basically.
Let's see here. Outside of Detroit, still in Michigan, favorite player. I got to give love for, I got to go with Javi.
Javelin from Kalamazoo?
Yeah, good two-way player. I love meeting some Dot Matrix and a bunch of other skaters out there, but when Javelin's out there playing, and she's a joy to coach too. She played for us with the Mitten Kittens when we put together a bank track team. Went out to San Diego. She was the MVP for that game. So,
what would you like to see happen in Michigan roller derby?
More interleague play between teams. Obviously, there's a lot starting. We're hoping to see some tournament action going on with some Detroit, not Detroit. Well, we'd like to host one, of course, but I'd like to see a tournament with a bunch of Michigan teams, Vixens, Jacktown, maybe get Traverse City down, of course, Blue Water, Detroit, Grand Rapids, Kalamazoo. Get everybody together and, crown a champion.
Now, what's the worst injury you've had in roller derby?
Bruised ego numerous times. No,
you have an ego left?
No ego. Worst injury was at a party. I fell into a window well when I was peeing outside at Killbox's house. Knocked the wind out of me. I lost about 5 seconds. Nice bruise on the side. Yeah.
Anything else you want to add for Michigan Derby?
Just keep rolling. It's going great so far. We've got over 20 leagues. We got the men's team started in Detroit. Happy to be the captain of that. And just keep it up, and let's make the Mitten State the murder state when it comes to roller derby and just take everybody out.
Thanks to AK40oz for his time and all his efforts in Michigan roller derby. You may not be that good looking, And that's all I have to say about that. Join us next time as I visit with a couple of the players from the Mitten Mavens in Lansing, Anita Waxabeaver, and TN Tish. Thanks again for joining us on MI Derby Network. I am Ash Hole, ripping new ones just for you.